Fable squad. Right, man. Coldplay, The Scientist. Someone has been begging me to do Coldplay. Obviously, who doesn't know The Scientist? I know the song. Funny enough, Coldplay was never ever on my playlist. It was always on somebody's playlist at a party. My wife absolutely loves Coldplay. A couple of years ago, I think it must have been 10 years ago, I went to a Coldplay concert with my wife. And it was a nice concert at the end of the day. I'm never used to be into them. I never used to listen to their music, as you guys know. So I've never ever broken down the words of this. I've never watched this video either. I didn't even know they had a video for The Scientist. That just shows you how much I wasn't into bands at the time. So, but I did watch them in concert years back, you know, when the Dead Sea was still critical. That's when I watched Coldplay. So now we're going to break down this song. I know it's a very popular song of theirs. And I actually don't even know, I can't even remember how it goes, but I'm pretty sure as it starts, I will know exactly. It'll all come back to me. Let's go.
Come up to meet you.
Of course, the piano. You can't ever forget that piano. You can't ever forget that piano already. Now, I told you, I don't know the words of the song, so we will break down the words better. Let's go.
Tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Oh, let's go back to the start.
See, at this stage, he's talking about a relationship. So he's talking about tell me your secrets. He's literally saying, he's talking to an individual that he obviously loves, right? And he's saying that we'd like to communicate. But the video is pretty interesting because it's not about a relationship. He's sitting on a mattress that's torn in the middle of nowhere. He's in an area where like it's graffiti. So obviously it's like sort of like a poor type area, trying to show that. So I kind of trying to feel like he's trying to show that everyone's got their problems in life, everyone's got their baggage in life. It's not always that easy. But hey, let's carry on.
Running in circles, coming a tail.
Very clever with that. Sorry, I'm not going to pause all the time, but very clever with that bicycle running in circles, and the bicycle actually goes in a circle. Very clever. Very clever.
Running in circles, coming in tails, heads on the sides apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame.
Now that part I do know. Nobody said it was easy. Now you actually know that from because of the concert. When I was in the concert, everybody wailed out that part that nobody said it was easy. Come on, man. Let's go.
It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start.
Take me back to the start and everything's going in reverse. Very simple video technique over there. You just film everything normally and then literally just rewind the video backwards. So also with regards to the actual production and the editing of that, you obviously need to follow a storyline that goes backwards essentially as well. So but it's a really, really nice effect to do when you're syncing it up with lyrics, which really has some nice meanings. NF also did something like this with a song called, I think, Time, which is also very clever. Let's go.
I was just guessing at numbers and figures.
You know when you put a guitar in there already, you start plucking at the strings of my heart. Pun intended, man. Let's go, man. equations of science, science in progress can't speak as loud as my heart. So the mathematical figures, you can't use facts when you're talking about an emotional situation, specifically with a relationship, right? You can't use the logical, which science is. You can't use the logical on something that's actually just inherently illogical. It's all about feelings, you know what I mean? So you don't know why you love her. You don't know why she's just everything to you. I can't equate it. I can't put it into numbers and figures. I can't use the science of this, but I'm trying to. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Tell me you love me, come back and haunt me. Oh, when I rush to the start, running in circles, chasing tails, coming back as we are.
There's no ways you would be shooting me in woods in a forest at night, man. Haven't you seen The Cabin? Haven't you seen the scary movies? Are you joking? You think I'm going to do a photo shoot or a video shoot at night in the middle of the woods? Are you joking? Where there's wolves? Jake? Know that Jake dude from that Twinkle vampire story thing? Yeah, man. Those kind of creatures, man. They live in these woods, man. You must be mad if I'm going to shoot a video at night in a woods.
Nobody said it was easy. Oh, it's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be so hard. I'm going back to the start.
I just love that. I love that I'm going back to the start and everything's literally moving. And literally, as he said that, he's actually getting in the car to, go back to the start. I mean, that's really awesome. It's so clever. Have you noticed in this actual video is that, he's talking about something that's not meant to be scientific and then going against the laws of physics. How does a car roll up the hill? So I understand he's going back to the start, but also just think about how clever that is in terms of how defying physics, literally saying by going back to the start, right? He is literally going against the science. I mean, come on, man. Am I the only one that's seeing this? Come on, tell me you see this, man. Come on, how does a car roll up a hill? It rolls down a goddamn hill. Come on, man. Okay, maybe I'm reaching over here, but that's what I think. Okay. This could have been a song about actually somebody, his partner who actually died. You know what I mean? Oh gosh. Okay, so as we all know, man, this is a spectacular song, man. We know that this is a spectacular song. I'm happy that I actually listened to the lyrics properly for the first time in my life. And beautiful story, but the whole thing that it's actually called The Scientist is so clever, man, because it absolutely, when it comes to relationship, it defies science at the end of the day. It's all about emotion. It makes no sense. It's illogical, right? Although you're trying to make sense of it, you actually can't. And I like the fact that in doing that, saying he's going back to the start, the way he actually painted the story going backwards, him having reversed all of that goes against science. You can't go back in time, but he's going back in time. Right? Something that a scientist would never accept, or a scientist could never accept as a hypothesis or even as a theory, because it's just impossible. You can't do that. So it's literally the way that we're going back in time is just to show how it's this. Everything about the emotions, it's all about his emotions. He's not thinking about logic. If I could just go back in time so that this could never ever happen. You know what I mean? And the science is what's stopping him. Unbelievable. It's so clever. It's so clever, and I can't believe we've never watched this. Guys, you let me know down below in the comment section if you've got the same sort of feeling, if you've got the same sort of interpretation. You let me know. I love you all, man. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Peace.